Oh, see, it's a live YouTube. Nobody has this information. This is the link they need. If she can send us that link. That's a lot to.
I'll go right there and copy link. Let's see. Okay, what is it?
Studio. Well, first type it in Saberwork Studio. .youtube.com /video.
Which slash? Right back?
Forward.
Okay. Video.
Slash.
Yep.
5.
Yep.
O. Capital O. Dash. XH. Capital V.
XH capital V.
Y.
Y.
VY.
VY.
0U.
0U.
Forward slash.
No, capital 0 or capital U.
Forward slash live streaming. I could tell her to give me the link. I could send it to everyone. We're trying to get that link. Because the link that they gave us is not working. But I don't know how to. She's gonna have to send that. I don't know how to get that. It's a lot to type in. I think it's just this link that we would have to get. Is there a way to like copy it somewhere? She needs to send it, but she has access. I saw her copy it. And if she could just like text it. You can continue as a guest. Did it work? Let me see.
Well, I tried it.
Hold on, I'll try it. That's a 5, right? That's a 5 and a 0 or an
Yeah,
O?
5-0.
Is it a 0 or an O? This looks like a 0.
Oh,
So it might be an O, right? 5. O
wait, what is this?
dash
What should
X
say?
Here is the link. Let me just give her mine.
How are you sending it? Just on the WhatsApp?
I'm sending it on the WhatsApp, and then a lot of people are texting me for it.
Whose computer is this?
Yours.
Oh.
It's like funeral service and then,
No, it's a different one. This is one she's sending it. She's sending me
yeah,
that.
that's it.
Oh, so you go like this? No, no, you know.
I'm gonna just take that and send it in then I can send it in this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
try
Okay, I
it and
got
see.
it.
And I have to start sending this out to everybody else, which is fine.
Oh, there you go. I sent it to. I sent mine sends the link to YouTube. Oh, I'm in it. So let me close this then. Right? Can I close it?
I think so.
I'm gonna wait till she comes back.
Okay.
We got everybody.
Yeah, but it doesn't even look like a live link. Like it's stuck. It's not bad. Oh, I guess it's a whole video. It's a whole video. So it's like. Oh yeah.
It's just a little ball.
Oh, it is. Hello. So many people are asking for it. I don't even remember. They're making it there. Instead of baseball, um, yeah, two exports. Okay.
You tell me. You sure can.
And then over there. Yeah, that should be good.
I just want
Or
to
can you
get
get
it.
the podium?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to try to get the podium also. Because we have speakers.
Oh, it's audio too?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be fine.
If we do have a speaker, the priest has the microphone.
Thank you. Yes, I will.
Hello, we are starting a ceremony we call last retreats in Sanskrit, Antim Sanskara. I came from Hindu Temple, Central Indiana. This is priest Badrinath Sastri. Welcome you all. We are starting ceremony. We are doing Deepa Puja, Kalasa Puja, and Homa. After that, we do Pitru Puja. After Pitru Puja, we are calling all of you to do Namaskaram, last respect for Pitrus, a dead body. And this happens like 45 minutes ceremony. And I hope that time. Thank you very much. Just in your mind, pray for him as a Om Krishnaya Nama. Whatever you have, Ishta Devata, whatever you have, you got mantra. Om Namah Shivaya also fine. Thank you. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Matridevo Bhavaha Pitradevo Bhavaha Pavitram Kuriyad. Om Apavitra Pavitram Va Sarvavastangado Divam Yasmare Pundarikaksham Savayabhyantara Suti. Tilakam Kuriyat Om Gandhadvaram Viradharsham Krishtam Kareshinim Ishwarim Sarvabhutanam Samibhopapaya Sriyam. Tilakam Kuriyat Om Pavitre Sto Vaishnavyo Savitura Prasauppanyam Chitrena Pavitrena Suryasya Rasnivihi Pavitram Chitet Deepakam Prajwalyam. Om Akhila Bhuvan Janma Svayam Bhanga Dilile Viduta Vida Bhuta Pratarak Chegadiksha Brahmane Sri Nivase Bhavatamo Parasmin Semase Bhakti Rupa Savitre Pavitrani Kusrijya Pavitram Ukrityaham. Right. Other side. No, it's the outside. Yes, it's the outside. No, I answer. Yes, inside. Okay. Now you have to go this way. You have to go Chandan Kuku, that one. Okay, yes, and other one. Okay, today's calendar. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Tat Sate, Vishnu, Srimade Bhagavata Maha Purusasya Vishnor Agya Pravarta Manasya Sakala Jagate Srishtihi Karina Brahmana Dutiya Parardhe Sri Sweta Varaha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare Ashta Vimsati Tame Kali Yugasya Prathama Pade Prauncha Deepe Aindra Khande Ramanaka Varshe Uttara America Rajya Indianapolis Nagare. Its road name is North High School Road, right? Iti marge Om Shashti Samatsarana Madhye Sarvari Nama Samatsare Sri Surye Dakshinayane Masanam Masotame Mase Bhadra Mase Addeya Shukla Pakshe Shubhatithau Shubha Nakshatra Shubha Vasara Evam Gunagana Visheshena Vishishtayam Addeya Bhagavate Agyeya Bhagavate Mukhollasa Hetu Karmani Varsha Ritu Evam Sauramanena Chandramanena Adau Navami Tithau Bhadrapada Mase Evam Jyeshta Nakshatre Pridhuti Yoge Shubhakarane Shubhavelayam. I need both of both of first last name Dindiyal. Last name yeah Kashyap Gotra. Okay, you have the Kashyap Gotra. Okay, I need a whole family one by one. Yeah. Younger one, younger. Yeah. Yeah. No, alive before. Yeah. He's young. Younger son. Hold it. Yeah. Okay. Give your name. Yeah. Yeah. Give your name. Narendra. Okay. Namadhyasya and married is the whole family, wife and his son. Yeah. Chandravati and yeah, Sandra. Zachary. It comes here. You say Sakala, Saparivara, Sahita. Now you are Mahendra, Tarisha, Jai, Amaya. Okay, come here. Sakala, Saparivara, Sahita. And we have sister, other brother. Okay, you are the brother. Yeah. Okay, please come here. Please see it. Yeah. You can stand up. Please stand up. As we spring of the Ganga also, here Ganga Jal. Take a flower and just bring up by flower. Ganga Jalena Pavitre Prityaha. Yes, okay. Good. Okay, I need his name. Ramesh and Ashley and kids. Eva. Okay. Whole family. Yeah, it comes. Whole family. Okay. You have to be Sakala, Saparivara, Sakutumba, Sahita. I have other brother. Okay, sister's name, please. Amanda. Yeah, and this family. Bruno, Viola. Yes, that's it. Okay. Three brother, one sister. Right? Okay. One pastor. Okay. No, pastor. Yeah. Only all I do. Whatever mark. Allah. Okay. Okay. As for Matu, you have Matu. Again, name. Then Namadevi. Okay. Sakala. Saparivara. Sakutumba. Sahita. Ado. Priyamana. Pitru Pujana. Karmani. Antima. Sanskara. Karmani. Pindadana. Karmani. Deepa Puja. कलश पूजा एवं अग्नि पूजा एवं हवन करिष्ये अस्मते right? अस्मत् पिता तोषि नामधेय तस्याः अंतिम संस्कार कर्म निमित्तक पूजा आराधना करिष्ये एवं अंतिम संस्कार करिष्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Take one flower for all three brothers, and I will give him. You have to say, have to do like this. Okay. Yes. Right hand. Yes. Again. Now I already measured three. I had measured. दीपम ज्योति परम ज्योति दीप ज्योति नमोस्तुते दीप में हरते पापम सर्व दीप नमोस्तुते सर्व मंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते दीप देवताभ्यो नमः। Yeah. This is the deep from yellow one. 1% is fine. गन्धद्वारां विराधर्षां प्रतिष्ठां करिष्यामि ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तानि भोपये श्रियं कुङ्कुमं धारयामि हरिद्राचूर्णं अक्षतां समर्पयामि श्रोवणाक्षतां समर्पयामि दीपदेवताभ्यो नमः। इदं दीपदेवता ध्यान आवाहनं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। ओम अग्निवीरे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवमृत्युजं होतारं रत्नधातुकम् अग्नायाय हृते ज्ञानो हविदातये इहोता सत्सी वरिषे। Namaskar. Now take a chandan and there is a 4 direction. Take a yellow one. Okay. No, the colors. That 4 direction. Purve Rigvedaya Namah. Down, touch down. The colors. The pot. Purve 4 direction. 4 direction. Clockwise. Come this way. पूर्वे ऋग्वेदाय नमः दक्षिणे यजुर्वेदाय नमः पश्चिमे सामवेदाय नमः उत्तरे अथर्ववेदाय नमः। चन्दनं धारयामि गन्धं धारयामि गन्धद्वारां विराधर्षां पुष्टां करिष्यामि ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तानि भोपये श्रियं महां। And look at it. You can him prayer for him also. Yeah, this him. Narasana. Yeah, this is the ओम येन वद्वनि राजा दानवेन्द्रो महावरत्तेन तां प्रतिपद्नामि रक्षा महाचल जितं ते पुण्डरीकाक्ष नमस्ते विश्वभावना नमस्ते ऋषिकेश महापुरुष पूर्वज and take some flower. Over direction one. पूर्वे ऋग्वेदाय नमः दक्षिणे यजुर्वेदाय नमः पश्चिमे सामवेदाय नमः उत्तरे अथर्ववेदाय नमः ओम you have to repeat it kalasasya mukhe vishnu kanthe rudra samasrita तस्य मूले हितो ब्रह्म मध्ये मातृगण स्मृतः कुक्षौतु सागर सप्त सप्तदीप वसुंधरा ऋग्वेद यजुर्वेद सामवेद अथर्वण गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधौ भवः कलश देवता नदी देवता तीर्थ देवता समुद्र देवता आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि yes down some kind or direction or kind कलश देवताभ्यो वरुण देवताभ्यो इदं दक्षिणां समर्पयामि मध्ये मध्ये पाणि उत्तरापोषाणं समर्पयामि सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु direction पूर्वे ऋग्वेदाय नमः दक्षिणे यजुर्वेदाय नमः पश्चिमे सामवेदाय नमः उत्तरे अथर्ववेदाय नमः इदं धूपम् आघ्रापयामि ओम धूरसी धुर्धुर्वन्तं धुर्वलितं भजं भयं धुर्वामदेवानामसि पन्नितमभु इष्टतमभु देवहूतं धूपम् आघ्रापयामि धूपम् आघ्रापयामि कलशदेवताभ्यो वरुणदेवताभ्यो मध्ये मध्ये पानीयम् इदं नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि इदं नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि मध्ये मध्ये पानी उत्तरापोषाणं समर्पयामि सर्वमङ्गलानि भवन्तु अथ अग्निदेवता ध्यानं समर्पयामि clockwise 3 times. अग्नायाय हृदय ज्ञानो हविराते निहोता सत्सीवरिषि सन्नो देवी रविष्टे आपो भवन्तु दीपे संयो रवि सवन्तु नः ऋग्वेदाय नमः यजुर्वेदाय नमः सामवेदाय नमः अथर्ववेदाय नमः ऋग्वेदाय नमः यजुर्वेदाय नमः सामवेदाय नमः अथर्ववेदाय नमः मध्ये मध्ये पाणि उत्तरापोषाणं समर्पयामि ओम अग्निमीरे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देव मृत्युजं होतारं रत्न धातकं अग्न आयायि कृतये ज्ञान हव्य दातये निहोता सत्सीव ऋषिः वैश्वानराय अग्निपुरुषाय भगवते ध्यानम् आवाहनं समर्पयामि चतुर्वेद पुरुषाय नमः अथ हवनं च करिष्ये he'll do that. Okay. You will get everything. Okay. Come to us a little bit. Okay. 100 times. Okay. When I say swaha, you have to drop it. Okay. Yeah. You have to take us like this. Yeah. Only 3 fingers are there. You see? You can see. So avoid two fingers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And how small you can drop. Om Kesavaya Namah Swaha. Yes. Center. Okay. Yeah. Inside the hole. Om Narayanaya Namah Swaha. Om Madhavaya Namah Swaha. Om Govindaya Namah Swaha. Om Vishnave Namah Swaha. Om Madhusudanaya Namah Swaha. Om Trivikramaya Namah Swaha. Om Vamanaya Namah Swaha. Om Sridharaya Namah Swaha. Om Rishikesaya Namah Swaha. Om Padmanabhaya Namah Swaha. Om Damodaraya Namah Swaha. Om Sankarshanaya Namah Swaha. Om Pratyumnaya Namah Swaha. Om Aniruddhaya Namah Swaha. Om Purushottamaya Namah Swaha. Om Adokshayaya Namah Swaha. Om Narasimhaya Namah Swaha. Om Janardhanaya Namah Swaha. Om Upendraya Namah Swaha. Sri Hariye Namah Swaha. Om Sri Krishnaya Namah Swaha. Om Sri Namah Swaha. Amadurdhavaye Namah Swaha. Om Kamalaye Namah Swaha. Om Chandra Sahodariye Namah Swaha. Om Vishnuvatme Namah Swaha. Om Vaishnavde Namah Swaha. Om Pararohaya Namah Swaha. Om Harivallabhaya Namah Swaha. Om Shargite Namah Swaha. Devadevikaye Namah Swaha. Mahalakshmi Namah Swaha. Om Radha Krishnadhyam Namah Swaha. Sita Ramachandraya Namah Swaha. Om Uma Maheswaraya Namah Swaha. Om Durga Parameshwariye Namah Swaha. Mahalakshmi Namah Swaha. Om Durga Parameshwariye Namah Swaha. Om Mahasaraswate Namah Swaha. Om Avaita Hanumate Namah Swaha. Samasta Devatabhyo Swaha. Lakshmi Narayanabhyam Namah Swaha. Om Uma Maheswarabhyam Namah Swaha. Sakala Devibhyo Namah Swaha. Om Agni Purohitam Yajnasya Deva Vrittejam Hotaram Ratna Dhatakam Agna Ayahi Vritaye Ganano Havya Dataye Nihota Satsiva Risihi Vaishwanaraya Agni Purusaya Bhagavate Namaha Purnahutim Samarpayami. Outside. Yeah, this one. Okay. Okay. Now, then we'll go back to Buddha. Make a one time, can keep boom here, boom, yeah. The red one, boom, chandra, and the flower, white, fourth one, yeah. And put in more black system. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, the black system. I thought there's more. You can hold Make a double flip, double flip. At the time. Yeah. Okay. Now you have to hold the colors. Okay. Not that way. Only colors. Only colors. Yeah, the other one, first, second, whatever you do. Okay? Up, like that, 2, 3, around. Okay. You start around, yeah. You can start from clockwise. Yes. कान्तस्य पुरुषोत्तम हरिकवि शय्यासनं वाहनं वेदात्मा विभगे वेदात्मा विभगे स्वरोयवदिका माया जगन्मोहिनी ब्रह्मे सादिसुरभ्यस्तु ब्रह्मे सादिभुजप्रदत्वहिता दत्ता सदा श्रीगणश्रीच वचनामते भगवती ब्रूमः कथं त्वां वयं यस्यास्ते महिमानमात्मनैव तद्वल्लभोऽपि प्रभो नानं मातृभिस्तया निरवधिं नित्यानुकूलं सदा गंगाजलेन संप्रोक्ष्य ओम गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधौ भवः by the whispering of water. Om apo histamayo bhuva. Other side. Om Ganga Jalena Samproksha Gange Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalaismin Sannidho Bhavaha. Gandhadvaram Dhradashanti Pushtam Karishurim Iswarim Sarva Bhutanam Tami Hopayasriyam Gandhadvaram Dhradashanti Pushtam Karishurim Iswarim Sarva Bhutanam Tami Hopayasriyam. Four leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4. One here. One here, on the right hand side. Other is here. One is here. Idam tambulam samarapayami. Colors you can put it back. This touching. Go ahead. This touching. Yes. Idam pushpamalam samarpayami atha sanmangalani bhavantu ओम श्रीस्वते लक्ष्मी सरत्न अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपमस्मिनौ व्याप्तं महा इदं तिलागितं विश्वेत्यः now bring the kingdom round one. Your brother. Now you hold one flower. You have to say Asmate, Kashyapa Gotra, Divangata, Pita, Namadhev, well name. His name, Tulsy. Tasyaha, Prathamadina, Sambandhit, Pindadana, Aham, Karisya. Second one. Yeah, take the second one. Love, right? And अस्मते दिवंगत पिता कश्यप गोत्र नामधेयस्य दोषी तस्याः आत्मशांति सायुज्य लोक प्राप्तये देशपिंड द्वितीय दिन संबंधित पिंडदान अहम करिष्ये Next. अस्मते दिवंगत पिता नामधेय दोषी तस्याः तृतीय दिन संबंधित पिंडदान अहम करिष्ये Take one. Take a one. Take a flower also. Purva Asmate Pratita, your grandfather, right? Yeah. Pratita Kashyapa Gotra Tulsy Tasyaha Atma Santi Karmani Pindadana Aham Karisya. One more fun. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yes. अस्मत् पूर्व उच्चारित संकल्प सिद्धिरस्तु कश्यप गोत्र दिवंगत पिता तुलसी तस्याः आत्मशांति सायुज्य लोक प्राप्ति कामनया इदं पंचम पिंडदान अहम करिष्ये अस्मत् दिवंगत पिता नामधेय this one this we need one leaf is there. Yes. Oh, is there other leaf? Yeah. You keep it there. अस्मत् काश्यप गोत्र दिवंगत पिता तोषी नामधेय तस्याः क्रियमाण अंतिम संस्कार कर्मणि इदं पिंडदान अहम करिष्ये अगरबत्ती है अगरबत्ती है there is a black sesame whole thing you drop it black sesame whole thing drop it there Yes, everything. Yes. Go ahead. Yeah. Relax your seat. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Good. Yeah. That's good. Massage. And massage. Okay. And then Tulsi leave there. Tulsi leave. Tulsi leave and is gold also there. That's our gold. Gold. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Leave that. Yes. Yeah. Then you mark that. Yes. 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 Okay. So put it to the yes. No. Yes. One piece. Take one piece. ॐ आपोर्हिष्टा मयो भुवः तानुवृजे दधातनमहे रणाय चक्षसे यो वशिवतमो रसः तस्य भाजयते हनः उसतेरिव मातः तस्मात् अरण्यमामभो यक्षययाय जिन्वताम् आपो जनयथा तना कान्तस्ते पुरुषोत्तमः फणिपति शय्यासनं वाहनम् वेदात्मा विभगे सरोयवनिका माया जगन्मोहिनी ब्रह्मे साधिसुरप्रजसदैताम् तद्दा सदा श्रीगणः श्रीरीते वचनामते भगवति ब्रूमः कथं त्वां भयम् यस्यास्ते महिमानमात्मनैव तद्वल्लभोऽपि प्रभो नानं मातु यत्तया निरवधिम् नित्यानुकूलं सदा तां त्वां दासयति प्रपन्नस्ता त्वस्यामिहं निर्भयम् लोकैकेसरि लोकनाथदयिते दान्ते दयान्ते विदन्ति सत्तरकरुणा निरीक्षण सुधाम् सन्द्रोक्षणाद्रक्षरे नष्टं प्राक्दलावतः त्रिभुवनं सम्प्राप्यनन्तोदयम् श्रेयो नैहरविन्दलोचनमनः कान्ताप्रसारादते संसृत्याक्षरवैष्णवादिसॄणां सम्भाव्यते कर्हिचिदि शान्तानन्तमहाविभूतिपरमं यद्ब्रह्मरूपं हरे मृतं ब्रह्म ततस्त्रियत्यताम् रूपं यदत्यद्भुतं यान्यन्यानि यथा सुखं व्यरतो रूपाणि सर्वाणि ताम् याहूषैरनुरूपरूपविभवैर्गारोपगूढानिते आकारत्रय सम्पन्नाम् अरविन्दनिवासिनीम् अशेष जगदीशित्रीं वन्दे वल्लभम् आकारत्रय सम्पन्नाम् अरविन्दनिवासिनीम् अशेष जगदीशित्रीं वन्दे वल्लभम् Okay, and take a little flower and trumpet for other members, other relatives. Okay, yes, you can trumpet. More flowers, we need more flowers. And on your wife and kids and give them. Okay, give some good flowers. Good one. Finish the prayer to close family members. Then please can join the one by one. And I'll ask you, I'll requesting you. Okay. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तां ययेन मार्गेण महे महेश स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण मही महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। Thank you. ओम स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण मही महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण मही महिषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। Family members, you can stand here. Everybody can come and just say hello. Come this way.
Okay, brothers.
Yes, you can stand here. You can come offer come and meet you. Almost done. This is the final prayer. We are requesting to you, please come and offer the flower. Yes, you can stand here. Ano bhadraha katavoyam tadistava dabhaso apaihi asopila deva. Om kantaste purushottama parivate sayasanam vahanam Veda atma vibhage swaroyamadika maya jagan mohini Brahme sadi sura pradasanaita tatta sadasi gana Srimite vatana mate bhagavati krumah katham tvam bhayam Yasyaste mahima namapnaiva tadvallabhopi prabho Nalam matamiyataya nirvadhim nityanukulam sata tham tam dasayiti Prapannaita purushyaamiham virbhayo lokeke sarilokanasdhaite dante dayante vidam istartal karuna nirikshana sudha sandrukshana drakshate Nashtam prapta dharavata tribhuvanam sampratkanantodayam seyo naidhala vindadochanamana Vanta prasadadite samsritya sthira vaishnavadishrinam sambhavite Karhitide santanantamaha vibhuti paramam yad brahma rupam hare Murtam brahma tato priyataram rupam yadasya yanyan yatha sukham virato Rupani sarvani tanya husainanu rupa vibhavait Gadhopa gudhanite akara traya sampannam paravinda nivasinim Asesa jagati sitrim vande vadavallabham Akara sampanna aravinda nivasinim asesa jagati sitrim vande vadavallabham Pashanda sanda giri khandana vajradanda pratsanna bauddhamakaralaya manthadanda Vedātthasāra sukadarsana dīpadanda vidasanti munesthidanda Chāritrodhāradandam chaturane pathalam kriyākedandam sadividyādīpadandam Sakala kalikatha samhrite kaladandam trayam talam vadandam tribhuvana vijaya Atra sauvaranadandam dhatte nujariyah pratikataka shiro vajradandam stidandam Trayya mangalya sutram padayugarohanalam sutram sadividyādīpa sutram Saguna ekatha sampadam hara sutram prajñā sutram budhānam prasamadhana manah padhinīnāla sutram raksha sutram munīnām Yeti mate bhakshasi brahma sutram pāshandasāgara mahāvaravāmukhāgini Srirangarajacharanam bhujam gadasa lokamanivanda pamargadayi Ramanujo vijayate tirajarajaha Om swasti sri sisatādasesa jagatāṁ Sargota varigastiti swargam durgatima bhavatgita vadam सर्वं च कुर्वन् हरे यस्यावेक्ष्य मुखं कलङ्कितपराधीनो विधत्ते किलम् क्रीडेयं करुणान्यथा स्वरसदा स्यादैकरस्यातया हे श्रीदेवी समस्तलोकजननी तां स्तोतुमीहामहे युक्तां भावय भारतीं प्रगुणय प्रेम प्रधानां धियम् भक्तिं वर्धय नन्दया स्थितमिमं दासं जनं स्थावकम् लक्ष्मीं लक्ष्मीगदाब्ज बीजि विसुते यस्याम चामी वयं स्तोत्रं नाम किमामनन्ति कवयो यद्यन्यधीयान् गुणान्यन्यत्र तसतो धिरोऽप्यभनिते सा तर्हि वन्द्या त्वयि सम्यक् सत्त्वगुणा विवर्णनमतो भूयो कथं तादृशी वाग्भासस्पतिनापि सख्यरचनाम् तत्सन्गुणाणो निधो ये भाषां मनसां चतुर्गहतया ख्याता गुणास्तावकास्तानेव प्रतिसाम्भजुगमृता यन्मामिका भारतीम् हास्यं तत्त्व न मन्महे नहि चको एकाखिलां चन्द्रिकाम् आरं पातुमिति प्रक्रियसनां आसीत सत्यां कृषि चौदीयानपि पुष्टबुद्धिरपि स्नेहोऽप्यनीहोऽपि ते कीर्तिं देवि निहन्नहं न च विवे यज्ञो न द्युभयमिताम् हृष्ये सा तु न तावता नहि सुना लीलापि भागीरथी हृष्ये सापि न लज्जते न च विवेद्यास्तीषु साम्येक्षुणाम् ऐश्वर्यं यदशेषपुंसि यदिदं सौन्दर्यलावण्ययो रूपं यच्च हिमङ्गलं किमपि यल्लोके सरिदृश्यते ओम लोके वनस्पति बृहस्पति तारतम्यं यस्या परापरिणाममुदाहरन्ति सा भारती भगवती तु यदि यदाशी तां देवदेव महिषीं श्रियमाश्रयामा. Yes, I recited Bhagavad Gita. It was Lord Krishna given to teaching to Arjuna because he passed away. We pray for his soul to Bhagavad Gita. We recited already. Thank you very much. You are offering flower. Almost the program is completed. We are processing the information, crimination room. Thank you very much. I have to say something for everybody.
Relatives and friends, tragedy strikes once again. But I believe United Kingdom for over 70 years, body and the soul, the part of soul, has existed together. They were one. Now that the soul is separated from the body, and lingers around here, witnessing what is going on, is also grieving like us. So I want to reassure that soul that in our scriptures is clearly stated. Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. Ubhyaropi disrontas tu anyo tatva darshini. Meaning that which has been given life will always have life. And there is another verse, Jata Syahi Dhruvo Mityu, Dhruvam Janma Mitasyaja, Tasmat Apari Haryate, Tatvam Sositam Arvasi. Meaning, one who is born must prepare to give up his body, or else there is a lot of grievances. But the Lord did not stop there. Krishna did not stop there. He said, once you give it up, you will return, you will continue the cycle again. In other words, you will be born again, and life continues. So there comes a time when we have to give this mortal body up. Why? Because this is going back for recycling, just like a fruit tree is, blossom, bear fruits, and is willingly sharing that fruit for the benefit of someone else. So the time has come when he has to give his body up for the benefit of others. It will go back again to recycle to the 5 elements that it came from. So today, my friends and relatives, I know how you feel. It is hard, but together we will overcome it once we understand what life is all about. And unitedly we pray. Oh soul, don't be afraid. There is another mantra which says, which says that don't have any fear in the night, no fear in the day, no fear from east or west, north or south, no fear from what you are aware of, nor there be any fear from what you do not know. Let all be friends to you, and you be friends unto all. So we pray and remind us so that the future, the future will be again, you will have another cycle again to achieve that ultimate goal of God realization. So unitedly, we pray to that soul and reassure that soul that there is nothing like death as far as the soul is concerned. So the real person that we are talking to is the soul. This body is temporary. This body is temporary. It is my prayer on behalf of all the relatives and even the past relatives. I know the feeling and I share it with you. Jericho.
Thank you very much. We are requesting to proceed the termination. Please join the termination and thank you very much. We have a quick eulogy before we before we go to the cremation, and Doshan will be doing the eulogy. So just a few minutes, and then we'll close.
My dear relatives and friends, we are gathered here today to say our final goodbye, bid farewell, pay tribute, and celebrate the life of Tulsy Dindiyal, our beloved husband, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, and friend. They say life is a sequence of moments, each moment with its unique features and characteristics. This moment, for which we all are assembled here, is one we are never truly and fully prepared for. But Tulsi, in his own way, wanted to go this way. Despite the fact that there is a pandemic right now, Tulsi did not die from COVID-19. He died from a massive heart attack. Family, friends, traveling, cooking, gardening, and love of nature was some of his passion in life. If you invite him for any event or function, you can rest assured that he would be there. Tulsi was born on February 19, 1949 at number 76 Village, Quarantine, Berbice, Guyana. He was the sixth of 11 siblings born to the late Mr. and Mrs. Dindiyal. He was the husband of Roxanne, father of the late Mariah, Narendra, Mohinder, Amanda, and Ramesh, grandfather of Jai, Cassandra, Zachary, Amaya, Ava, Kayla, and the little one due any time now. Father-in-law of Rosita, Marissa, Bruno, and Ashley. Son-in-law of the late Joseph and Donna. Brother-in-law of Bruno, the brother of Boge, late sister Rena, Gladys, late brother Alward, Patty, Dale, Mac, Lolita, and the late Harnett. He was the uncle of Lucian, Debbie, Sankar, John, Joanne, Brevin, Rick, Sandra, Sunita, Remy, Ganesh, Girish, Tim, Janet, Rajesh, Natalie, Barbara, Dimple, Raisha, Christina, Devin, Dana, Michelle, and Malik. Tulsy attended Messiah Elementary School for his early childhood education. Tulsy also attended Lutheran High School for his secondary education. Although he spent the first half of his life in the quarantine, he migrated on March 9, 1970, to the promised land of the United States of America to seek a better life for himself. Shortly after he landed in America, he moved to Minnesota, where he would have settled until 1979. In the summer of 1979, Tulsy moved to Indianapolis, where he would settle until his final moments on Sunday, August 23rd, 2020. Although words alone cannot express how we are feeling today, I would like to nonetheless share some thoughts from some of his relatives and friends. This is from Roxanne. I want to thank everyone for coming during these difficult times to bless Tulsy's life with your presence and memories to share. Tulsy brought 5 children into this world to bless me and all the Dindiyal's family. This is from Amanda. Dad was a man that I looked up to my whole life. He is someone who wanted to make sure that I understood how to work hard and led by example. I remember countless times he working multiple shifts. I never saw him complain to me. He worked so hard to care for his family. Even after working many hours, I remember watching him walk into the field to watch me play soccer. It made me feel so loved. His hard work carried out into his home life, especially when it came to his garden. As a kid, I despised having to help in the garden, but he didn't let me out of it. Many weekends, he would come barging into my room early in the morning, waking me up to get ready to garden. It seemed like torture as a young kid, and even all of my friends and brothers' friends were forced to help too. If Dad saw 2 hands, they needed to be able to work. I never thought I would love gardening, and now I look forward to deciding how and what to plant. This was my first year with my dad, helping me prepare my own garden. Although he physically couldn't do it, he made sure to let me know what I wanted to do and what I was doing wrong. He was the ultimate supervisor, more than the worker, as he got older. His family meant a great deal to him, even when he didn't use words. He showed with his actions. He loved his grandchildren so much and loved watching them grow and learn. I laughed with him so many times how different he was with his grandchildren compared to raising my brothers and I. I loved watching him play with Kayla. He loved to go into Nana's house. She loved to go into Nana's house because he always had fruit for her. He always made sure he had all the things she loved. He was so excited to meet his grandson and called and checked on me often. He won't get the opportunity to meet him, but I will make sure he will know who his Nana was. He was a man who I can never replace. So much of who I am today is because of him. I still have so much to learn from him. He cared more about people than things. He would rather feed you at his table than send you food. He would rather give a person a job than just tell them where to get one. He would rather give you a place to sleep than find you an apartment. He opened everything he had to serve and give to his friends, family, and community. I hope I can carry on his compassion and care that he showed to everyone through my life. Thank you for being the dad I could always count on and the Nana that I love so deeply. You will be forever in my heart. I love you, Dad. This is from Lolita. Well, I was caught again by surprise that we lost another member of the family. I told Michelle while we were out for lunch that we are so lucky during the lockdown that no one didn't have to go through major crisis like she did. Though some of us were praying together to keep the family safe. My brother was the type that loved to laugh and talk. I happened to take two meaningful trips with him, one to Guyana in 2013 and one to Israel in 2018. He was so protective during the time, but I remember also the trip to the Bahamas, how afraid I was during the cruise in 2017, where most of us made it during Daddy's birthday. I couldn't even talk to any other member of the family because of the Privacy Act. I kept telling them we have a doctor in the family, and indeed Ganesh made sure he rested and we brought him home safely. So my brother had some challenging moments in his life. He was stabbed at the gas station once, and then too he recovered. I hope you rest in peace in God's abode. Imagine in our memory forever. This is from Narendra. To everyone, family, and friends, it's a shock that we are here today under these circumstances. I'm not sure how our dad ended up this way, but yet one of the biggest parts. There are so many things to say with so little time. Dad, you will be missed by many, but you will always be lived within us. Safe journeys ahead. We'll love you. From Ramesh, I am thankful for the lessons you have taught me throughout my life. You took care of others better than yourself at times. Your smile and laugh made a room light up. I am sad that you are no longer here with us, but happy to know that you went in peace. You will be dearly missed. I love you, Dad. From Amaya. The favorite thing about Grandpa Tulsy is his cooking. The favorite memory with Grandpa Tulsy was helping him in the garden. From Carissa. The only thing I know about Tulsy is that he loves his family and friends. I use the term friends loosely, as I have learned from him that friends are family. When I was first introduced into the family, I was always told, this is Uncle so and so, or Auntie so and so. This is my cousin, etc. I always had to ask Mo who was who and how exactly were they related. Turns out they might not be blood relatives, but with this group, everyone is family. I love that about this family. They really do not know a stranger and welcome everyone. From Michelle, it is so unfortunate that we have to be here today to say farewell to my beloved Uncle Tulsy. The term my favorite was used quite often. In fact, every time we saw each other, whether it was my favorite uncle or my favorite niece, we always reminded each other. I guess that simply describes our relationship. Getting attention from my uncles is a big deal to me. You can ask Uncle Daddy or Uncle Mac. For some reason, I love all of my uncles' attention, possibly because we live so far from each other. And I look at them as a dad. Well, my Uncle Tulsy never failed to give back to me. He always made me feel special. Whenever he went out, he was always telling everyone, this is my niece, so proudly. Uncle Boge, Uncle Daddy, and Uncle Mac, you're all I have left. I hope you're prepared to deal with me. Uncle T, you were and will always be my amazing uncle. I love and will miss all of our jokes, laughs, and even telling wicked stories. I will miss convincing you to take shots with me. I will miss you taking me to lunch and refusing to ever let me pay. I will miss you and Auntie waiting outside my house, picking me up, all ready to go explore. I will miss convincing you to try some of the best junk food spots in New York. You love that chicken and rice. I will even miss yelling. I will even miss you yelling and reprimanding me whenever I was being a bad girl, even being as old as I am now. Your bright smile will always be with me. I was completely devastated to find out that you are no longer here with us. I still can't process this, but I promise to cherish all of our memories together. May you rest in eternal peace. I will miss you, and I love you. From Malik, thank you for teaching me how to cook roti without oil. From Sunita, I was young when I went to live with Uncle Tulsi and his family for a couple of years. From what I remembered, I knew that he loved me and made sure I was taken care of and kept me safe. I thank him for that. Saturday, you were on my mind, and I have decided to call you, but you did not pick up. And I told him maybe he is gardening, and he usually calls back, but you did not call. Early Sunday morning, you got the saddest news that you had passed away. When I heard, I was heartbroken. I wish I could have a chance of hearing your voice for one last time. You will always be in my heart. Love, Sunita. From Andrew, it is difficult to pick up only one time for someone that always brought so much energy to every occasion. Uncle Tulsi will forever be the uncle that gave me so many memorable moments, an endless amount of shots. He will deeply be missed. from Debbie. I was deeply saddened to hear of my uncle's Tulsy's passing and regret not being able to be present with the family at this difficult time. Please know that although I'm not there in person, know that you are all in my thoughts and prayers. Our uncle always made us feel loved, accepted, and appreciated when you were around him, which always allowed me to be myself. I loved listening to his funny stories and memories during my childhood days, and all the other fable tales he used to tell. He always showed kindness and compassion to others. That is, when my mom first started going through her dialysis, he would come over to her home and spend time with her to show his love and support. I will miss seeing his happy, smiling face light up whenever I would see him. I pray for his soul to have a safe journey as he is reunited with his son and family. May he rest in peace. This is from Previn. He took me on my first snowmobile ride in Minnesota. From Dimple. This is from Dimple. Uncle Tulsy was always a sharp dresser and always looks prim and proper. When he comes to town, he always finds a way to meet with us. May God protect his soul. You will be missed. Love you, Dimple. This is from Andrea and Nick. Uncle Tulsy had an infectious laugh, and we will always remember our good times together. He was always able to be both a stern elder who shared advice for the younger folks and a playful uncle who wasn't shy to crack jokes, no matter the situation. We will miss him greatly. From Matt, Jai Sri Narayana, I pray Tulsi, souls rest in peace. This is from Richard Shankar. Uncle Tulsi, words can't explain how much I will miss you. He loved my father, Milton Shankar, well, who passed away in April, and it showed. Every time he came to Florida, he would visit him and spend countless hours talking to him. He always had a funny sense of humor and always talked well about his children and his wife, Auntie Roxanne. I remember when I was 6, and he told me jokingly that his favorite travel buddy was Mohinder, his son, who was maybe 2 at that time. Funny thing about that remark, that 7 months ago, Mohinder and him came to visit my dad, and he said it again. When I lived in Gary, Indiana, he was still 3 hours away, residing in Indianapolis. Would come to our house and to every IGCO function every other weekend, especially in the 90s. From his unique jokes and being the life of the party, one of my best moments with Uncle Tulsy was when we decided to go to a friend's wedding in Winnipeg, Canada. Wow, that was a trip. Like always, the ageless uncle was the life of the wedding, and even laughed it off to the cops when he found a bottle of unclaimed rum at the Canadian border in my car trunk. His smile was genuine, and his love for his friends and family always showed. I know you were watching over all of us and possibly playing cards with my dad. Love always. Richard Shankar, 5 kids, Mom, John, rest of the family. This is from Dale. The mere presence of so many of you here today is a testament of the meaning of the loss of a dear one. Tulsy was special and dear to me in his own unique way. Tulsy was neither a miser nor a spendthrift. Every time you go by his house, he will offer you a drink and will always have something ready to cook, whatever you want to eat. He loved his family and friends. Tulsi was the most sociable and friendly of the Dindiyal's siblings. There were so many more wonderful aspects of Tulsi's life, and in the many ways that he touched our lives. He will be remembered as a wonderful brother, a great friend, a generous uncle, cousin, outdoorsman, and an individual of good moral character. In all these ways and more, he made our lives richer and fuller. Now that he has passed away, of course, there is emptiness and pain, confusion, and maybe even anger at death coming to a man of just 71 years and 7 months. But in many ways, the gift of Tulsi's life is still here with us. He lives on in our memories and stories, and in what all of us have become because of him. So I encourage you to share today, tomorrow, and in the years to come, your memories and stories, and to share the pain of your loss as well. In this way, we will keep the gift of Tulsi's life and legacy alive. In conclusion, life has many battles, challenges, and obstacles for all of us. Tulsi was no exception, but he always overcame them with peace and tranquility. Tulsi won many battles, but lost the war. On Sunday, August 23rd, at or between 1:17 a.m., Tulsi finally succumbed to the ultimate battle to live. Finally, after 71 years, 6 months, 5 days, Tulsi got the ultimate salvation he was looking for. Knowing that his day will come, and although he may be prepared for it, it had not made it easier for us to see him like this and begin our farewell. His life experiences prepared him for this journey, and now he has attained ultimate peace and tranquility. May he rest in peace. And we will look out for that shining star in the sky. Please join me in this final prayer. Om Asatoma Sadgamaha.
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya
Gatiswam Akatam Bhavanima. In English, lead me from unreal to real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. You are our only refuge, O great Vanima.
Uncle Sam, I know you can't get a chance to, if you wanted to say a couple words. I know we're running out of time.
My name is Mohan from Truck, and I met Tulsi 1970. This is Sam from Samsundar. Yeah, I know Tulsi in Guyana. We met in 1967. And I followed him here. We've been friends, very good friends. From 67 to 70, we came here. And we continue to be friends. Tulsi is the same person I knew him from the time we became friends. We always did the bars and and stuff like that and have a good time. Last time I went by here, we did the same thing here, and the last time we were together at this restaurant, he was the same way. He hasn't changed. It's just he's gotten a little bit older and more mature. You know, time was come that we say goodbye to him, and I wish him a safe journey. Thank you. He was a great friend. I would see him, say sometimes, a couple times a year. And he would call me and I would pick him up at the airport. Then Mo, I'm in town. We'll get him and we'll go out for a drink and catch up on what's happening with the boys and stuff like that. And, you know, it was I couldn't add to what was already said in that Lucy was a great human being, Lucy. This is going to be hard for me to say. A great friend to me. Every time we would say goodbye, then I would bring him back. We visit his family in Minnesota. That parting was always like, Arna will catch up and we'll give a hug. And I'm always saying, wow, I wonder how many times this will keep up. You know, it's got to be, it'll come to an end one of these times. But I always left with a feeling like this was an amazing friendship. And I was very fortunate that Tulsy was in my life. He helped me. Actually, he was a very funny guy. He made me laugh a lot. Tell funny stories. Especially in 1970, we came here. We were both 21 years old. And I kind of noticed right away that he's kind of a jokester, a prankster, the more we all know. We even cooked some meals together. Oh, we were roommates too. Yeah. Say, all right, listen, you cook curry, or you cook the curry and you do the rice, and we used to do stuff like that. Yeah, you come out of work, and then I will go to the store and get chicken and say, come on, let's go. You bring it there and we'll stay till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when you there. Yeah. He had an LTD. He was like the first guy to own a car, and it was an amazing car. And then LTD Ford, and he would come and you know, I was married, I didn't have any kids, of course, you know me, and we would he just kind of pick us all up, and he had a trailer home somewhere, northeast Minneapolis, and we'd go there and cook, and you know, we'd have good food, and this went on for a long time, and he became a friend who would fix my car. He was kind of a jack of all trades kind of guy. He was a guy with an amazing, huge personality, but he could do a lot of stuff, and I recognize that too. He fixed my car. Sometimes he loaned me his car. I remember he loaned me a truck. He bought like this brand new truck, and I needed to move. He said, "Hey man, just take the truck." I said, "Hey, you know, I'm a little nervous driving a truck, and it's new and everything." He said, "No, just take it." You know, and I drove it, and Kathy and I didn't have kids at the time. We moved. I mean, I could go on like countless occasions where Tulsy, we would go fishing, and he would like to cook the fish and fry it right in the lake. So, that was something new. We'd have one of these hibachi grills, I think it was called. And he said, "Mo, man, let's just clean the fish in the lake." I said, "You know, can't really do that. That's kind of illegal." Okay, we cleaned the fish, fried it up. And we did this all in the lake at Minnetonka, in Minnesota. So, and you know, I'm going to end it here by saying that prior to coming here, I said, "Wow, so what has just happened here?" I lost this great friend. I see him once a year, and he happened to know a lot of my family in Guyana as well. I remember the first time he met me, he's kind of an inquisitive guy by nature. He says, "So where exactly are you from again?" And, "Oh, who is your family?" Blah, blah, blah. And he said, "Oh man, I know all your aunties and uncles." where I'm from. I said, yeah, I had area in the area. So that helped in us having an interest in each other and all of that. So, and then I'm thinking, and we always like to kind of reminisce about the 70s and funny moments we had the mischievous things, and I'm thinking like that's all going to end now. So, but I know that also I realized that he left behind. He's got wonderful kids, and occasionally I'll hear from Narendra. And I remember teaching Narayan how to play tennis. Of course, this passage I was shocked to the core and said, man, I used to teach this guy how to play tennis at one time. And then he's gone. I remember I talked to Tulsy after the Narendra pass. I said, man, I called him like 2 months later and go, so how are you holding up with Narayan being gone? He said, oh, I'm doing all right. Blah, blah, blah. I go, man, this guy, close friend, he just lost his first child. Wow. And so I was talking to him just a month and a half ago. We were talking about COVID and how we can go out, asking me how I'm handling it and how he's handling it and so forth and so on. And he was a great friend. And thanks a lot.
I would like to recite last mantra, Veda mantras. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaः, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Okhalaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishwe Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagu Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi. In English, peace, peace, also peace, to pray for and to the sick. Thank you.
Om Trayambakam Yajamaham Sugandhi Pushti Vardhanam Purvayukamaya Vandhanam Vityar Mukshiyam Vedam